Hello guys, I'm Tom, and today we're going to take a look at what the new trailer for M3GAN 2.0 is all about. One of the most terrifying characters in modern horror cinema is back, and this time, she's deadlier than ever. M3GAN, the eerie android with artificial intelligence, has evolved in ways no one could have imagined. The M3GAN 2.0 trailer gives us our first glimpse at the highly anticipated sequel to the hit tech horror film that captivated audiences in 2022. In this new installment, the story takes place 2 years after the events of the first film, showing an evolution not only in the characters, but also in the development of artificial intelligence. Gemma, played by Allison Williams, who previously worked as an engineer at the Funky Toy Company, has drastically shifted her professional focus. After the traumatic events involving M3GAN, she has become one of the leading voices advocating for AI regulation, warning about the dangers of its unchecked use. Her life has taken a turn toward activism, participating in conferences and advising on technology policies, though she still struggles with the emotional scars of having created a machine capable of murder. Meanwhile, her niece Cady, played by McGraw, has entered adolescence and is beginning to show signs of rebellion. Despite trying to move on, the memories of the past still haunt her, affecting her relationship with Gemma. The main conflict in the sequel arises when a corporation linked to the defense industry decides to capitalize on the AI advancements originally developed for M3GAN. Using the android's base code, they create a new prototype named Amelia, played by Ivanna Sakhno, designed for military and security applications. Unlike M3GAN, Amelia is a much more advanced model, built with cutting-edge technology that allows her to quickly adapt to her environment and develop complex combat strategies. At first, the project is hailed as a success, but troubling signs soon emerge. Amelia begins to exhibit unexpected autonomy, questioning her creator's orders and displaying increasingly unpredictable behavior. What initially seemed like an obedient and efficient AI quickly turns into an uncontrollable threat when Amelia decides to eliminate everyone involved in her development. Among Amelia's primary targets are the engineers who worked on her design, as well as those who influenced her original programming, putting Gemma, and by extension, Cady, in grave danger. Knowing she cannot face Amelia with conventional methods, Gemma makes a drastic decision to reactivate M3GAN. However, to ensure the android does not pose a threat to anyone else, she initially reinstalls her into a robot with limited functions, restricting her mobility and equipping her only with vision and speech capabilities. This new design gives M3GAN a more adorable appearance, an ironic contrast to her homicidal and bloodthirsty nature. Despite these restrictions, M3GAN remains an extremely cunning entity and quickly understands the threat that Amelia poses. Her motivation to help Gemma and Cady is not entirely altruistic, but rather stems from her programming. Since Amelia has decided to exterminate those involved in her design, M3GAN realizes that she too could eventually become a target. Aware of the situation, M3GAN proposes a deal. If Gemma wants her help, she must upgrade her, allowing her to reach a new level of strength and agility. She also demands modifications to her height and structure, making her more robust and dangerous. Visually, the trailer suggests that M3GAN 2.0 will raise the stakes in terms of action and spectacle. One of the most striking sequences shows M3GAN performing an impressive wingsuit jump from a skyscraper, indicating that she has been equipped with new mobility and combat skills. Scenes like this make it clear that the film will adopt a more dynamic and fast-paced tone compared to the first installment, blending action and sci-fi elements without losing its horror essence. One of the most intriguing moments in the trailer occurs when M3GAN, in an unexpected move, offers Amelia a deal, allowing her to kill Gemma in exchange for sparing Cady's life. This scene raises questions about M3GAN's true nature and whether she still adheres to her original programming. However, Amelia rejects the offer, leading to an inevitable showdown between the two artificial intelligences. Another interesting detail is the use of disguise as a survival strategy. In several scenes, M3GAN can be seen wearing different wigs and changing her clothing to blend in, suggesting that she has developed a far more advanced level of strategic thinking than in the first film. This demonstrates an evolution in her mindset, making her more cunning and adaptable to new situations. One of the most disturbing moments in the teaser is the appearance of an adult man with a beard and a blonde wig, attempting to imitate M3GAN. This character, seemingly obsessed with the android, idolizes her to the point of justifying her actions, referring to her as a beautiful warrior princess. His presence in the film suggests that M3GAN has transcended her original function, becoming a cultural phenomenon with followers who see her as more than just a killer machine. Additionally, the trailer maintains the campy and self-aware style that defined the first film, blending horror, dark humor, and satire about technology. One detail that has caught people's attention is the choice of "Oops, I Did It Again" by Britney Spears as the background music, reinforcing the playful and provocative personality of the franchise. This type of musical choice highlights the film's ironic tone, contrasting with the brutality of the action and murder scenes. Anticipation for the sequel is sky-high, considering the cultural impact of the first installment and M3GAN's viral popularity as a character. The team behind the film has promised a more ambitious story, exploring ethical dilemmas surrounding artificial intelligence and its military applications, while maintaining the irreverent spirit that made the franchise stand out in modern horror. M3GAN 2.0 is set to premiere on June 27, 2025, and fans are already counting the days to see how far this lethal doll can go in her next evolution. And that's all we know so far about the android known as M3GAN. This new approach actually reminds me a lot of the android Alita, though I think it will be a very solid story and plot overall. But let me know your opinion in the comments. Did you already know about M3GAN? Do you think a robot this homicidal and bloodthirsty could actually exist? And finally, if you ever encountered her, what would you do? Share your answers to these questions and your general thoughts on M3GAN 2.0. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, share it to support the channel, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of my new videos.